Hello, good afternoon. I don't know, good evening, good your time to absolutely everyone in the house, like John Borilla would say. Thank you guys for joining Andy and myself. And this evening, we want you all to join both of us to discuss what we should be doing while we wait. And of course, Andy will always be the one to go first. I am the quiet one.
Oh,
I'm the
you're the
quiet
quiet one. Okay, fair enough.
one.
Well, I think there's lots of things that we can potentially do while we're waiting for on passive to get going. I've mentioned this before. I have two Facebook accounts. One I use for close friends and family type touch, and the other one I set up specifically for on passive, but with a view to finding or getting connections with people that aren't part of on passive. What's the point of being connected to people in on passive when you're looking for a market that it is new people for on passive? So I sent out hundreds and hundreds of friend requests on a regular basis, having looked into the connections and then the links between them. So I think I'm up to 5,000. I think I've got followers on top of that now, because you can only link with 5,000 people. But I think there's another 700 odd followers. So that's just one way of doing it, setting it up. Now, to be quite honest with you, I haven't posted anything for quite some time. But then we regularly put the OP Digital Blueprint on the Facebook as a live anyway now. So there are things like that, and you can start by actually, as you mentioned before we came on this evening, you need to try and brand yourself. So by doing that on Facebook, I'm not going to use the phrase I usually use, but start by posting things about on passive. I'm really interested in this. This is fantastic. This is what we've done so far. This is, ideas for people to have a look at. Now, the algorithm with the likes of Facebook will only give it to 10 to 15% of your people anyway. But once we get going and there's money coming in, you can then boost that. Now, the other thing is, and I believe Ivy in the US did this, she set up a club on Facebook and then made a suggestion about being a private club. Let's go across to ONET. So again, you can do that, set up with a club on normal social media platforms, something that you're interested in, get lots and lots of people involved in that. And then once we've have this changeover with ONET, say, look, we've got this private group now, it's in ONET, why not try this? This is all ideas, and Ivy's done very well out of it and taken, I think she said, somewhere in the region of 1,000 new
Yes, she's
potential
got
customers.
a couple of thousands, yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm,
fantastic.
mhm.
So there's two ideas. What have you got? Have you got other things that you want to
Yeah,
include?
sure. I've tried another way of doing your thing. You're going to social media thing. Recently, I've just created a totally new TikTok page or account where I'm doing something different. I'm not talking about unpassive, and I'm not inviting unpassive people. But then everybody watching here, you can follow me on that TikTok.
Yeah,
So yeah, you can follow me there because they're good stuff. So I'm doing crochet on that place. So you say crochet bees. I'm doing crochet. I'm showing off my crochet works, and people are coming and watching it. If you like to buy something and stuff, I'm just building that platform, and they know that it's for crochet and it's for crochet business or talking. Sometimes I say 2-3 minute motivational stuff if I can motivate someone, and people are following and growing and growing. When they start getting used to you and they know that you do interesting stuff, that is when I gradually start introducing on passive, because they can sometimes people want, like, yes, like my people, they ask you for pitches, say how much you don't make, how much have you made. So I'm like, we are still in the process and stuff like that. So while we do here and do on Facebook and other stuff, I'm just having that one. It's growing. Yeah, and I think that that can take to somewhere to that's just my another new way I thought of it, and I'm going on with that way. So let's just do. But then about branding too, Andy. I know that we are going to be branded as a company. The company is doing it on our behalf.
Yeah.
However, what about your passion? That thing that you since you were born, it's always chopping you up. You badly want to do that thing. I think the time is now. You start doing it bit by bit, and back to social media again. Sign up on social media with that account. Start showing it off, doing whatever you're doing, and wait while we wait. Branding is one of the things. People are planning so much. I'm going to travel. I am going to open some business. I am going to create a or start a non-charitable organizations to help people to go here and there. Why not start planning the trips? Why not start setting up and doing the paperwork to register your organizations and stuff like that? Because, and the one thing we're trying to forget is life can be boring just sitting like this. It's not because we have 100% time and financial freedom that we think we'll never work again. No, I think we may work even more because I'm sorry, I will never stop talking. There's, I always want to do
I thought you
something.
were the quiet one.
I'm the quiet one.
Okay, all right.
I'm nice. So listen, guys, if that thing there's something you want to do, that thing that makes you happy, you will still want to do it with the free time you have. I will run a show if I'm on a plane and Andy is on the other one and there's something interesting. I'll call him. I'll make a show from his plane and from mine. We'll chat from there. We'll still meet here and have a chat because we like talking. Even though one talks more than the other, let's not decide yet who is.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I
guys,
mean, things like with the Facebook, you can also set up what they call a fan page, which is
here
more
now.
like your more like your branding. So that could be your skill or your hobby or your crochet. And I take it with the crochet, you've
Yeah,
used noodles. You got a picture of the one with the noodles that you've done with the
yeah.
crochet.
I know you need to send that to me officially now because I'm
Yeah,
seriously into crochet back now to it.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely, but there's lots of others. I mean, Facebook is just one, and
yeah.
you've mentioned TikTok, you've got Instagram, you've got
Mm-hmm.
Twitter or X as it is now, but you've also got things like LinkedIn.
You're right.
LinkedIn is very much a business database, but
Mm-hmm.
it is as big as Facebook is, but it's
True.
for business. So again, what I tried to do, my account was set up some while ago, and I've converted that or changed that over as time's gone on because I no longer work in financial services, and I spend more of my time doing on passive than I do anything else. So my
Mm-hmm.
my LinkedIn page is to do more with on passive than it was before. But and again, what you can do is you can have up to 30,000 uh, contacts. So you look for people that you've perhaps worked with in the past, or work in a job in a certain job that might have a LinkedIn account, and
Mm-hmm.
from there you start connecting with their contacts. This is just another idea. So I haven't done a very good job with that. I think I'm only up to about 5,400 or something.
Yeah.
Uh, but again, it's another 5,000 to your or strings to your bow, as it were. But
True.
it's a good start to get a couple of guys from on passive, because there are plenty. If you look up on passive, you can connect with these to set you up, to start you up, and then from
Mm-hmm.
there you can start connecting with people that aren't within on passive.
Yeah.
There's good ideas. Um, as I've said before, I'm a list writer. I like to write lists. Yeah, I know everyone finds that boring. It's the Capricorn in me. What can I tell you? So so it's lists of things like people with people with kids that people who've got kids in school, or people who've got kids in university,
Mm-hmm.
those that work for themselves, those that work for a company, small companies, medium companies, large companies. All of these things, if
Mm-hmm.
you split them into groups, they will each have products that On Passive has that would be ideal for them. So at some point in the future, you can then be able to contact these people and say, I've got something that I really think might be of interest to you. Do you mind if I send you something to have a look at? And it's
Mhm.
simply the email, the video email, if you like, that and the link that has that video attached to it that says this is what it does. That's all you need to do.
Right.
But
Right.
again, it's a list.
Yeah, the list. You can never have enough of lists, Andy, because you don't even need to go further, because even one of the annoying things, which is honest, is that in business, people who promote you or who see your vision and push you up are never your close family members or friends. They are just like, my brother's gone crazy, my sister's gone crazy. But then put them on that list, because the moment it happens, they are going to like, what's happening? Say it's that same thing I was telling you about. Even if they don't, you need to draw back to them immediately it goes live, because you just want to be up there. Like, who said this, that life can be really boring at the top, and you not want to be at the top and look down, looking at your brother or your sister down there. So the lists can come from various angles. It can just use just from the immediate family, from your community, and so on. I always like to quote examples from our African communities, because when we grow up together in one neighborhood, it becomes a family, whether you like it or not. It's always family.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
everybody takes care of the other. You want to make that list, because you can't build a house for your dad and you leave the other dad because they don't have money to be in unpassive. It doesn't work like that. He must have at least one of the sons that you grew up with together. You say, have this. Make that list. It's just a good thing to do, and it's a good exercise. And we should not forget, Andy, what we've got in our hands. Like I will always say, you cannot give what you don't have. Unpassive is just waiting to go viral. You should proudly speak about it like somebody who owns it. So read the blogs. There's so much information out there. There are few courses, because nowadays, whether you like it or not, this is an era of digital. It's a digital era. There's a lot of information, short courses here and there. If you invest time and interest in the unpassive blog, you will do your own short courses out there for nothing, because there's a lot of information. You just read and read and read and read and just feed yourself and feel confident to speak about something that's yours. This is our new life anyway. We're living it till the kingdom come. So it's going on. Like the other day, I want to digress a bit, Andy. We were talking with Red and Jeffrey about the homeless veterans and stuff like that. That's how I discovered from Red that there are charitable organizations now in the UK, to be precise, that are taking care of those type of people. And now I'm already thinking, I've been searching around that if I find time and I find one in my neighborhood, I will surely walk through just to have a chat with the people who are running it. What are the type of things you do? How do you get to know them? How do you get to them? You
yeah,
know, and what do you do to them? Because I'll definitely find a niche. Because whether you like it or not, empowerment network is a concept. It's something that is going to go on and on and on. The inspiration just came from Unpassive, and that's something we want to pass it on. That's how the ripple effect goes. So I just want to walk through the door and know that these people, they take care of homeless veterans. There are a lot of different type of things they do. You may surely find something else that needs to be done, that you are the one to offer that thing. And then you join in, maybe either volunteer or something, or just look and then keep them in your list, that when it's time, I'm coming back to empower them, because they're already in the fields doing that.
yeah.
Why not do what we are good at doing, which we already know how to do it, Andy? Those are the type of things we should be doing now, not sit idle and ask, what about, when we already know about all the abouts.
But I mean, for the vast majority that aren't engaged, one of the best things you can simply do while you're waiting is to trawl through the website. Go through every single page on the website. There are
True.
180 or
True.
185 or different pages. Have a look at what is actually going on. Like you said, go
Mhm.
onto the blog, check out the blog, go back and check out what's been put in there. Go onto the On Passive YouTube channel, the
Mhm.
official YouTube channel, and check
Yes.
out some of
Yes.
the things on there. And ultimately, you know, if you're already part of OnPassive, to get into the OES, the ecosystem, and again go through every single page, make sure your profile's up to date, you've got a proper profile picture in there. All of these things are important moving forward,
Yes.
because it gives the company more information, more data to be able to provide a brand for you in the future. I came across something the
Mm-hmm.
other day that I thought was rather interesting. Um, you know, when you sit at the station and waiting for a train or a bus, and there's it runs across saying this, the next train
Yes.
stops at, yeah.
Say now.
Okay. Well, they have these things that you can stick in car windows now, and you pre-program them. So you could put this pre-program of on passive O Connect, and
Mm-hmm.
then show the video of and just leave it running in the car. You
Mm-hmm.
don't have to be in the
Yeah,
car,
I
and
know.
then
Exactly.
have you know, one of the QR codes stuck in the window. It,
Exactly. You know, Marty the Gambo and his scan me, you know. You just put that and say scan me or don't scan or some crazy stuff.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
sometimes people understand the other way around. When you say don't, they do. They understand do. So when you say don't scan, they say there's surely something that I want to see what's hiding underneath that. So there's just so many ways of doing that, Andy, and that's a bright idea I never thought of. But yes, it's feasible, isn't it? Yeah. So
yeah. With this
uh,
new technology to come on board, as I see, I saw this thing, and it's full pictures. So there were emojis on this scanner. It was brilliant.
mhm, mhm.
I thought that was
Yeah,
quite clever.
a very good contribution from Unpassive Henry Horn. Do one good thing daily. Like that is a like, a share, or a repost. Just go to the Unpassive. We're not talking about our videos here. This one is by choice, but then we have an official YouTube channel. We have at least YouTube channel. Go there, like and share and comment on the Unpassive YouTube channel. Share the short videos, all of the small ads that come out all the time, and so on. You like and share them, because somebody will just look at that and it looks really enticing and they want to know more. There's so much. And then another way of sharing them is even go to your link, you know, at the promotional video link, Andy. If you just download that from your back office or from your OES and share on social media, people don't know that your link you're sharing. You know, they just watch because it's an interesting or like nice looking video, and you know, you don't know who's going to click on it because they just want to see what that thing is that they're talking about. So there's just so much at all to do. Some people actually go like, when you sit here, somebody will go and dig some stuff that people say, the naysayers out there. They go dig those videos and bring and say, look, this time you're spending to go and watch this thing that's not helping you is the same time that if you spend on your own website, you will nourish yourself and be ready for business. So I think that's a way to go. I just want to, that's the last from me now.
Perfect. And I think we you know, we've covered a lot in this very short one today. Just
Yes,
some ideas, but if anyone else has some ideas, please share them with them so that we can share
yes,
them with everyone else. Just let us know
true.
what you think, what you've done, to while you're waiting, what you've done for your business to build your business. Let us know. Leave
Yes,
a
that's
comment
true,
for
guys.
us.
Just leave, preferably leave the comments in our YouTube channels, because it's easier to get from there than from anywhere else. Even though you may see the video shared by someone on WhatsApp, if you have a contribution, we prefer you put them in the comment section on sorry, in one of the three YouTube channels that it's running on. We'll easily see those. And if there are proposals, we want to come back and discuss them. If there are questions or any form of contribution, we'll find them interesting. Definitely, Andy and myself and the rest of the team, we would be coming back.
Excellent.
Thank you, Andy. Yeah, sure. Thank
Thank
you,
you, Cal.
guys. Thanks
Yeah.
for,
Thanks for joining
yeah,
us,
sure.
guys.
Thank you so much and see you soon. Thank you. Bye.